that symbolizes respect, pride and discipline, the God of honor. The God of honor is not just a formal parade. It is a ceremonial gesture and acknowledgement of the presence of a distinguished guest who graces us today with inspiration. Watch now as the students with immaculate uniforms and precise movements steps forward to offer this God of honor. Each step, each salute and each gesture reflect their training, dedication and respect. This moment is not only for our chief guest but also for every parents and teachers present here. You are an integral part of this proud institution. Dear audience, let us show our appreciation with a thunderous round of applause as our young parents march in unison and present the God of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, marching forward with pride, let us rise in applause to honor our distinguished chief guest, Madam J. Roja Polin, Deputy Collector, Tamil Nadu E-Governance Agency, as she receives the God of honor. With deep reverence and thought, we now extend the God of honor to Very Reverend Father S.Q.S.P., Vicar General of Chingalpet Diocese. Kindly welcome him with a thunderous round of applause. As the drums roll and spirits soar, we proudly invite Reverend Father Kristuraj Ji, Superintendent of RC Schools, to receive the God of honor. Let's greet him with a thunderous round of applause. I feel extremely happy in welcoming our chief guest of honor, Reverend Father Lucas Raj A., correspondent of St. Joseph Matriculation School, Medavakam, Reverend Father John Francis S., correspondent of St. Mary's School, Gudwanjeri, Reverend Father Michael Alexander, correspondent of St. Joseph Matriculation School, Achrapakam, Reverend Father Charles A., correspondent of Marian Matriculation School, St. Thomas Mount, Reverend Father Suresh Kumar T.A., correspondent of St. Mary's School, Tambaram, Reverend Father Dr. Joseph Patrick, Parish Priest, Metanaga, and Reverend Father Michael Suresh, Parish Priest, St. Francis Xavier Church, Pallavaram. We are very much happy to welcome our respected Reverend Father Correspondent and beloved Principal Ma'am.
As the sun rises, it is the only fitting that we begin our celebration by bowing before our beloved Tamil Mother, the eternal soul of our land, the guardian of our culture and cradle of our heritage. Tamil is a language that has outlived centuries, continues to inspire generations with its richness and grace. Friends, every event in Tamil Nadu begins with Tamil Thai Varthu, not just as a ritual, but as an expression of reverence to our roots. Today, as we stand tall in pride, let us humble ourselves in gratitude to our mother tongue. May the spirit of Tamil guide us towards the wisdom, harmony, and greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly rise and join us as we render the Tamil Thai Varthu.
When we start our day with prayer, we invite the divine presence to walk beside us. Prayer is not asking for what we want, but a surrender of our hearts for what we truly need: strength, peace, and grace. As we gather here for our annual sports meet, let us dedicate this day to the Almighty who blesses with health, energy, and opportunities. Our school choir is now ready to lead us into a melodious prayer song. Dear friends, let us close our eyes, calm our hearts, and join them in the spirit. For as the saying goes, the family that prays together stays together. May this prayer mark the beginning of the day filled with blessings and joy.
Thank you. That was really a lovely singing. Gratitude, they say, is the fairest blossom of the soul. It is gratitude that makes every occasion richer and more memorable. A warm welcome not only sets the tone for the celebration, but also fills the heart of the guest with joy. And today, we have among us many honorable personalities who are gathered to share in this special moment. It is indeed our privilege to welcome them with love and respect. To formally extend this heartful greeting, I now invite our teacher, Mrs. Grace, to deliver the welcome address. As the saying goes, a guest is a jewel on the cushion of hospitality. Let us all open our ears and hearts as we receive the words of welcome.
Every sunrise brings the promise of a new beginning, a chance to start afresh in the grace of God's love. My warm greetings to our Reverend Father Correspondent, Principal Ma'am, distinguished guest, esteemed guest of honor, teachers, and our dear parents. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the sports meet. We have gathered here to witness the culmination of hard work, dedication, and teamwork. I feel honored and privileged in welcoming our distinguished chief guest, Mrs. Jayaraja Paulan, Deputy Collector, Tamil Nadu E-Governance Agency, Chennai. Ma'am, your presence adds to the significance of the event, and we are very much grateful for your valuable presence. It's my great pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Very Reverend Father Estequius P., Vicar General, Chengalpet Diocese. Father, Your presence means a lot to us, and we are very much grateful for your encouragement. I would like to extend my sincere welcome to Reverend Father Kristuraj, Superintendent of RC Schools. Your esteemed presence adds beauty and glory to the stage, Father. I feel extremely happy in welcoming our guest of honor, Reverend Father Lucas Raj, correspondent St. Joseph Matriculation High Secondary School, Medavakkam. Reverend Father John Francis, correspondent St. Mary's Matriculation High Secondary School, Guduvanjeri. Reverend Father Michael Alexander, correspondent St. Joseph Matriculation High Secondary School, Acharapakkam. Reverend Father Charles A., correspondent Marian Matriculation High Secondary School, St. Thomas Mount. Reverend Father Suresh Kumar T.A., correspondent St. Mary's Matriculation High Secondary School, Tambaram. Reverend Dr. Joseph Patrick, Parish Priest, Mehta Nagar. Reverend Father Michael Suresh, Parish Priest in Francis Xavier Church, Pallavaram. Dear fathers, your presence adds fragrance to the stage. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our correspondent, Reverend Father Dr. John Luduswamy, for being the cornerstone for our success. And his presence brings us a real joy. We welcome you, Father. And I also welcome our principal, Mrs. Selma. Your spirit of collaboration and committed service inspire us always. Welcome you, ma'am. I extend my warm welcome to all our teachers. Teachers, you kindle the fire greater destinies among students. Welcome you, our dear teachers. I also feel grateful in welcoming our parents who are our real pillars of strength. Your presence adds significance to this event. This occasion is going to be the testament to the importance of sports and physical activities in our lives. Let's celebrate the spirit of sportsmanship, teamwork, and healthy competition. I wish all the participants the very best. Thank you, and let's get started.